Welcome, World Geography students. My name is Brantley Ford, and I'm your teacher this year for geography. I'm so excited that I could make this video for you guys to hit the high points of what we're going to be covering over the semester and in this very first unit. If you look at the bottom corner there, you'll see my email address. It's bford@georgiacyber.org. So if you ever need to get in touch with me, email is probably the best way. But if you do need to call me, my extension is 2127. So this first semester, we're going to cover 4 units. The first one is really getting your feet on the ground in geography, connecting themes. What is geography? Specifically, we're going to hit 5 themes, what tools geographers use, why is geography even important in today's world, which it definitely is. Think about how many times we use GPS on a daily or weekly basis at least. All of those things would not be possible without geography. And then we're going to move into really more of the different types of geography. So we're going to step into physical geography. And in this course, instead of going continent by continent, we're actually going to look at things like physical geography of the world and analyze that between the different areas. So we might take a look at North America and how that differs from Europe and how that differs from Asia, for instance. But we will get to all parts of the world. Then we'll go into culturally. How are we different in all around the world? How are we the same all around the world? But we'll do cultural geography and then political geography, and that will take us all the way through December to the winter break. You can see down there, semester 2 is outlined as well. All right, so first, connecting themes in world geography. What is geography? So our objectives again, let's look at the physical characteristics. How do these physical features really affect people? Because that's what we're here for with all of these things, is how are these utilized in our lives? How do they affect our lives? We're going to look at some strategies too to how not to make this stressful, because really geography is super fun class. And I want you guys to learn the most you can and the most engaging, less stressful way possible, because really we're here to have a great time and to learn. All right, so what is geography? You can see on the screen there, geography is the study of the Earth's surface. It is made up of both physical and human elements, and that's where that cultural geography comes in, and political geography. Why is why are all the states on the East Coast kind of all squiggly with their boundaries? When you go out west, they become much more blocky. That's going to be where humans have drawn those political lines. The second, we'll explore the 2 main fields of geography, so physical and human. So you've got some fantastic photos there from one of our co-teachers who was kind enough to find some really cool pictures. Look, I have a hurricane. How close Alaska and Russia are there together up in the very north part of our country. Fantastic mountain. And then a look of an aerial view with the political boundaries and some topography also on this far right-hand picture with the Mediterranean Sea and the look of Europe. Human geography. Here we've got, varying pictures of in this right-hand corner, a market in Asia. We can look at population density here on the left top corner, with the darker being more populated areas. Also here at the bottom bottom left, there are, little toys from around the world. And of course, a beautiful little globe. So human geography, looking at all of these different types of aspects, cultural, that divide and unite us. So why would we need to know geography other than that too? From a career perspective, there are a lot of fields where if you have a background in geography, it really can help. Physical geography, you may have geology, meteorology, oceanography, biogeography. From a human geography perspective, population geography, as our population grows and grows in this world, human geography is going to have a bigger and bigger demand. We are growing as a population on the planet. How do we solve some of those issues where we see, increase in the amount of people across the world and the resources that we need to support and sustain that life? Is geography important to anyone else? Yes, scientists look at plate tectonics, and we'll look at more about plate tectonics, but there's a map there where you can see where we went from one huge continent to what we have today. And how those tectonics, when those plates rub together and it causes earthquakes. Mathematicians look at the economics. Chemists look at air pollution and acid rain, and that's just a few things there. All right, so take note. Want to brush up on physical features of the earth? Check and bookmark this awesome website. So if you've never been to Enchanted Learning, a great website, and we're going to give you guys lots of materials like that too for helpful ways to understand what we are talking about here in geography class. Fun ways to learn, definitely. Here's some vocabulary words you do need to be familiar with: an archipelago, an atoll, bay, canyon, cape, and cave. All right, cultural mosaics. All right, so explain the influence of culture on regional characteristics and politics. Analyze these, identify. So we're going to look at all of these objectives within this PowerPoint and briefly here in this little video. All right, so examples of culture. When we think about like Western culture or American culture, we are able to diffuse that culture around the world because we have Hollywood, all the film, TV that we push out across the world. We are in a situation where people are able to look into our lifestyles and our culture, the food we eat. Think about Coca-Cola, McDonald's, everywhere in the world. Just about you can find some kind of soft drink or food restaurant that has had an American origination. Think about jeans, blue jeans. People all around the world wear blue jeans. They know what Nikes are, those kind of things. So think about that when we talk about diffusing our culture into different places. All right. And here are some pictures of that. McDonald's with an Arabic title at the top. Chinese, Russian, American, and Israeli Coca-Cola labels. So cultural diffusion, where all of this, something is spread, where it starts is the cultural hearth. And when it's diffused, that means that's where it's spread to. Culture and conflict. Why might two different cultures have conflicts? It could be just a matter of two groups from a long time ago having a disagreement and it's carried on for generations, and maybe nobody even understands exactly what ignited the conflict to begin with. It could be because of different religious beliefs, different politics. If you have one country that is a democratic nation, like with South Korea, and then you have one country that is under a communist dictatorship like North Korea, there's definitely going to be a conflict there between the politics. So be thinking about some things that between different types of cultures and conflicts that arise just because they're different. All right. So at this point, if you have any questions about this lesson, I know I went through it briefly, but definitely take your time going through the PowerPoint. It's also in the Canvas lesson as well. I'm excited for my year with you guys, and I'm glad that I could make this short video. Hopefully that will help you. Please give me a call, or best yet, send me an email with any questions you might have, and have an absolutely fantastic day. Thanks, guys.